Hi, Amber. I doubt very much that you'll actually see this, but oh well. It's Grandma here from Grandma's Crafty Table. Don't know where that came from, but oh well. So, while I do a little bit of needle felting, you and I are going to have a chat. Now, you have been. Look, it. There's an old saying that you can be sure that your sins are going to find you out. You know what I'm saying? And, you've taken the road many, many times that you've decided that you'll gaslight people, that you'll put across a persona that really isn't you. And I understand that from the point of view of, you know, being on social media and having an audience and all that kind of thing. I understand that. But over time, as you upload things, people are going to get to know who you really are. And to be a liar, I should say, or to gaslight and that sort of thing, you've got to have a really good memory. So, you might say something one week, and then a couple of months later, you might contradict yourself and say something another week. And you might forget, but the audience doesn't, you know? And eventually things are going to come out. Things always come out, Amber. And it was well known at the time of Norma's illness, and even before, that you didn't particularly like them. It was obvious. And then when Becky's family came forward, well, there was one or two in there that weren't particularly nice people. But, they'd been caught out in their scam. And, when a rat is cornered, they're going to come out fighting. That's just how it is, and that's exactly what happened. Now, you've been caught out in some very unfortunate recordings. And this puts a real highlight on who you are. And you're really quite the narcissist. Because if you have a look in all of your uploads, when there is something going on about someone else, you always turn it around to make it about you. I cannot believe, whether you liked her, Becky's mum, or not, I can't believe that you left those messages. How incredibly selfish of you. The woman had cancer. She had not long been out of surgery, a few days or something. And you leave phone messages instead of speaking one-to-one, which is what you should have done as a 30-year-old woman. And just saying, oh, I don't want this brought to my channel, and I don't want this, and I don't like that. And you never once said, thank you for the money I was going to give you. If I remember correctly, you say thank you after you've been given a gift. That could be me. If someone came up to me and said, thank you for the gift you're going to give me, I'd be like, what? Get the fuck out of here. Amber, you could have helped them a lot more than what you did. You could have easily not done a GoFundMe or not participated in the GoFundMe and asked for donations and views. You could have just given from that big wealth of yours that you always bragged about. $3,000 is nothing to you. You've given more than that to Rafe and, not Rafe, what's her name? Destiny and Dana, and they don't have cancer. You could have pulled out $3,000, $5,000, gone here and just walked away and, look, no, thank you's enough, that's it, and not talked about it again. But no, you have to big note yourself. You have to leave nasty messages for the woman who is struggling with very real illnesses. I mean, now that you've had major surgery and had a hysterectomy, how did you feel a couple of days after that? And what would you have done if someone had left shitty messages like that? Seriously. Well, now you've been found out. And you can't hide forever. So you're going to have to come out and you're going to have to be honest, because this could cost you your channel. And you're going to have to say, yeah, well, You may not understand all the situation, and I see how it can look, and it was pretty bad of me, and I really regret doing it, and I'm sorry, you know. Apologize to Becky. In all of this stuff that's been going on with you, with her family, with your exes, Becky's the one that's been stuck in the middle. How she survived, I don't know. Why she's still with you, I don't know. She must love you. I don't doubt that she loves you because she stayed there. It's unbelievable. The other thing I want to say to you, I want to call you on something. You said on one of your many uploads that if you ever found out that Destiny cheated on you while you were together, you would not be friends. You said that. You remember that. Well, take a little time, take one of your many journals, notebooks, and a pen, and go back to all your old uploads that talk about, you know, when you broke up and all that sort of stuff. Go over to Destiny and Dana's and timeline all their uploads, and you will clearly see that she didn't get together with her 1 month after you broke up, but they were involved before. It's obvious as tits on a bull. So I suggest that you go and take a look at that, but I doubt you will, because being honest and confronting things and being a person of integrity and strength of character is not something that you are familiar with. Obviously, you've never had the role model. You certainly never had the mother. You've said that yourself. You never had the aunt or anyone else to tell you how to do things. And so you've grown up this selfish, narcissistic person. Now, you think that people hate you because of your weight. It's nothing to do with your weight. You know, absolutely nothing to do with your weight. I'm fat. I don't give a shit. You know, I used to be bedbound and 600 pounds. I know what it's like. It's about your integrity. It's about your character. That's what it's about. And that's why you get so much hate. Because you're untrustworthy, because you're manipulative. Oh, something's going on, but I'm just not going to talk about it. Well, don't talk about it. Don't mention it. Because that right there, even though you think that's okay, I'm educating you to tell you that's gaslighting. That's manipulative. It's like, oh no, I'm okay. You know, me. Just like you did with Norma. You made it all about yourself. I didn't hear any of them that said, hi, how you doing? Hope you're okay. Is there anything I can do? No, it was all about bitch slapping her. You could have died in that surgery, Amber. You could have, any number of things could have happened and may still happen. The survival rate for that cancer is 5 years. So there's a good chance it's going to reoccur. Needless to say, that all aside, you need to really think about life. You really need to think about things. You're a grown-ass woman, even though you have the maturity of a 15-year-old. You've got to start, you know, pulling up your grown-up pants and doing the right thing with your life, because otherwise you're just going to be miserable, self-centered, unmotivated little brat. And that's just not a pretty look for someone your age. Do something good with your life. Leave your footprint in the world that people will look back and say, well, you know, she was a good person, you know, because it's not about money. It's not about diet. It's about integrity, honesty, and strength of character. And they're just a few things that you lack.